Good morning, everyone. It's Marty Harger, and welcome to my Essential Yoga with Marty Harger page. Today, I want to talk with all of you who are out there teaching something and encourage you to not give up on what you're offering the world. You know, after 60 days in quarantine, a lot of us are going through these ups and downs in terms of our yoga practice, in terms of what we're teaching, in terms of the space that we're trying to hold for people to step into in continuing to work with us in their yoga practice, but also to incorporate the doTERRA essential oils into their lives and into their well-being. And certainly there couldn't be a better time to be doing that. I know for me, there's some days are really hard. You know, some days you just want to be with other people. You know, you just want to get out and you don't want to be home by yourself. And that can be very painful. And it was really became pretty pronounced for me the other day. It was a Mother's Day practice I was doing with some friends. And I don't know why. I've been practicing yoga for a long time. But I went down into child's pose and I smashed my nose into the ground. Have you ever done that? I mean, I have never done that. I don't know what the heck was going on, but bam, talk about, you know, hitting you right between the eyes. It hurt, okay? It hurt a lot. So I ended up, of course, it was a video practice. So I, had my screen turned off. I ran to the other room and I grabbed the helichrysum. And helichrysum is not an inexpensive oil, but helichrysum is the one I go to when there's a big ouch and it's right on my face because I don't want deep blue all over my eyes and getting it into my eyes and it's stinging and stuff. So I grabbed the helichrysum. And besides the fact that I was wanting to say some bad words and start crying, because that's what I do when I'm really worked up, I took a drop or two in my hand. And at 83 cents a drop, wholesale, it's a lot. But I was like, you know what? I want this helichrysum. And I literally put it on my nose like this, right? I put it right on my nose because I had noticed that I had actually cut my nose and I wanted to stop the swelling. And helichrysum is such a beautiful oil for healing the skin, and it's such a beautiful oil to incorporate actually into your home yoga practice. And here's why. It's because this oil, you guys, has a phenomenal aroma. It's one of those oils a lot of us never use. We're so afraid because it's expensive, a little bit more expensive. Use your loyalty reward program points for this one. I'm telling you guys, it has the most incredible aroma. Oh, I just love helichrysum. And, this is something that helps support the skin and healthy cell growth. It is something that is really wonderful for soothing deep pain. And I know so many people that have had remarkable improvements in the condition of their skin, whether it was a blemish or it was an occasional, a cut or something, or they've had surgery. And helichrysum has done rapid and helpful work to help repair or mend the tissue in the skin. But I really noticed the aroma. And this is a flower. It's actually like it looks like a little dried straw flower, but it's actually grown in Bulgaria. doTERRA is using this as a co-impact sourcing oil, helichrysum. And those of you that got to go there, good for you, because that must be amazing. Whole field of this. But it has a very gentle aroma. It has a deep aroma, a deep, deep aroma. And actually, this is an oil that is very helpful for deeper pain. And I think that this is something that we all kind of need right now. Helichrysum is also known by the way of the names everlasting and immortel, if you haven't heard those terms, or immortal, if you're looking at certain books, but it's really considered immortel, which is how it's used in France, and it's the oil for pain. And so helichrysum, which I thought was interesting that was what I grabbed, because, intuitively, once we use the oils, we start grabbing what we need. And for home practice, I thought this was fantastic. A couple of other reasons I want to say that. It was Mother's Day. My mom passed away about a year ago. And there is a lot of pain around that. There's a lot of pain of loss, and not just loss of a parent or a loved one or a child, but there's a pain of loss that can come from the freedoms that we've no longer have had access to, and being kind of sequestered, even though it's a beautiful place where I live to be sequestered. It's just, there's something about not having that choice that really gives us a different perspective. So what helichrysum does is it raises our spirit. It raises our feeling of hope. It raises our spiritual consciousness, very high vibrational oil, and helps us be determined to continue doing what we're doing to give to the world. Making these little videos for me is a way I connect with other people right now. And it's helping me, even if nobody else, it helps. This is something that I'm doing for myself. And I hope if you're doing it, that you'll continue to do that too, because it's what we're offering the world. And it's really what we're offering ourselves. When we speak our truth. And I love the fact that helichrysum is a great choice to lower the amount of fear we have, to get rid of loneliness. And sometimes, even though we may be living in a home with other people, we could be lonely some days, lonely for other things that we have longed for, that were a part of our lives. So taking a breath of this helichrysum oil, which is wonderful for the respiratory system. It's a great choice for you to have in your day and in your life. And maybe it's time for you to have even just a single drop of helichrysum or immortelle, which they consider this oil, the oil for pain, is something that I just want to encourage you. Don't give up on your practice online. Don't give up on teaching online, even if nobody shows up. And you're talking to yourself like I am right now. Don't give up on gathering safely when you can, and don't give up on offering your own unique gifts to this world. Everybody's waiting for you. Everyone. There are people out there that can't wait to hear what you have to share. And I know it's hard, but you have the tools to help you decrease loneliness and increase your spiritual connection right now, so you can break free of those feelings. That's what this is about. Using the tools in our practice that help us break free of where we've been. So I hope that you'll use some helichrysum. Maybe take a look at that again, pull it out of your special secret stash today in your yoga practice, and increase your hope and determination for what's ahead, taking actions that are going to move you forward to get a higher perspective on this particular chapter in our lives. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.